I want to briefly address something a listener brought up right now from 630. Really want to bring this up because he just talked about it momentarily, or mentioned, he said I should say something about it, and it was something that was brought to my attention. The feud, or the supposedly severing of ties between Drake Bell and Josh Peck. If you are younger than 25, maybe, you would probably feel a little bit hurt by this. Drake Bell and Josh Peck, of course, the stars of the show, the Nickelodeon program Drake and Josh, as well as the Amanda Show. They were also, that's where they got their start on Nickelodeon. Then they had that massively successful Nickelodeon show where they played the two eponymous characters. And now, after 3 years of not speaking to one another, Josh Peck just got married over this past weekend. And Drake Bell apparently was not invited to the wedding, so he set out two tweets on Twitter that have since been deleted on his account. The first said, "When you're not invited to the wedding, the message is clear." And then following that, he tweeted, "True colors have come out today. Message is loud and clear. Ties are officially cut. I'll miss you, brother." Which is very, very heartbreaking to anybody that grew up watching this show. Drake and Josh is one of like the top 5 TV shows that I watched when I was a kid. Loved it. Loved every episode. Really loved the dynamic between Drake Bell and Josh Peck. Really loved it. But this feud, or this breakup, was long in the making. And I'm amazed at how many people didn't see this coming. And this is for the reason. A couple years ago, if you remember, when Drake and Josh went off the air, Drake and Josh ended its run in 2007. It was a 3-year run. It feels longer than that, but it ended after 3 years. And shortly after that, a few years after, I think it might have been 2008, a couple of years after it ended, or a year after it ended, they brought back, and they came with the show, they came with the movie Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh, which I didn't find that good. I thought it was an okay movie, had a couple good songs in it, but felt very different. Not like Drake and Josh Go Hollywood different, but it was different. And overall, I didn't love it. You know what I mean? I didn't really love it. And then Drake Bell's who took a long absence from music too, nonetheless with a car accident and everything, took a long absence from music, started to revitalize his career after he was thousands of dollars in debt. He wanted to make another Drake and Josh movie. Nickelodeon wanted to make another Drake and Josh movie. Josh Peck didn't want to. Because Josh Peck, it was a TMZ article, I remember, Josh Peck said, he straight up said in an interview, and he was addressing Drake, he said, "I'm not making a movie just so you can get out of debt. I'm not making a movie that's not going to be good, that's not going to be of quality, just because you need a vehicle right now to revitalize your career and get yourself out of debt." And at that point, I kind of said, okay, that seems like they're not on great terms, or they're at least not on personal terms. You don't call your best friend out for what you believe his intentions are via TMZ. You don't do that. You know what I mean? So I figured they weren't in the best of spirits. And now, even though I kind of saw this as predictable, the fact that Drake Bell was not invited to Josh Peck's wedding, but John Stamos and his wife are. John Stamos and Josh Peck starred in the short-lived sitcom Grandfathered. As soon as I saw that, it was heartbreaking, but I kind of saw it coming, as unfortunate as it was. And it really is hard to see that. But I mean, you even look at like Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell, which is always a point of comparison with Drake and Josh. They're not very close. Kenan Thompson kind of had a backwards career where he got a big start on Nickelodeon, kind of lay dormant for a few years, and then went back on SNL. Usually people get their start on SNL. Now he's back on Saturday Night Live, or he's on Saturday Night Live now, as he's much older. And Kel Mitchell just kind of does whatever. He had a Nickelodeon show, Orange Soda Boy, that was supposed to come out that never did. But this is hard. This sucks, for lack of a better term. It really does. But it wasn't, at least in my opinion, and I think that anybody who's kind of like loosely followed or kept tabs on Drake Bell and Josh Peck, it shouldn't be that surprising that the two are now I would say cut off. I mean, it would be great to see a reunion of some kind. It would be great to see Nancy Sullivan, Jonathan Goldstein, who played the parents, Miranda Cosgrove, who played Megan, obviously, Drake Bell and Josh Peck all come together and do a reunion. That's not going to happen. I think you'd have more luck wishing for a Zoe 101 reunion.